Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited. See mintmobile.com for details.
Hey, it's Austin James. Yes, I'm living with diabetes, but it doesn't have to define me. Thanks to the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor, I get real-time glucose readings throughout the day. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is small and easy to wear, giving me the freedom to focus on my life as a parent and a musician. Now this is progress. You can get a free sensor at freestylelibre.us.
Offer available for people who qualify. Visit myfreestyle.us to see all terms and conditions. Certain exclusions apply. Data on file. Abbott Diabetes Care. For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
All right, man, so let's get into it. We got some news for the run here. And, man, we got to go back to the college football because college football is in full effect. We know the 12-team format is here, man, and these games start tomorrow on Friday, or today on Friday, whatever you listening, it starts Friday, December 20th, so it's happening, man, and we're blessed to see a game kicked off by Ohio and Jacksonville State. They got the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Don't know what the hell that is. I'm not going to sit here and cap to you. Then you got Tulane in Florida. They're going to be playing in a home mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. I don't even know. You know what? Who cares about those bowl games? I doubt many people care about the name. So here's what we're going to do. Indiana play Notre Dame. That's the biggest game that you need to be worried about on Friday night. Indiana versus Notre Dame. The Battle of Indy is happening. And this is for the college playoffs here in that 12-team format. So whichever team wins between Indiana and Notre Dame will be advancing in this 12-team format. Now, I'll get to Saturday games as well, but of course, let me go ahead and share my humbled opinion about this 12-team college format. I still stand on business, man. I think this 12-team format is garbage. I think this 12-team format is whack. I think everybody loves it right now because it's going to give us a lot more football, which is cool, and I like that the fact that we're getting a lot of football, but the thing I'm going to dislike about this is 12 teams, one, is a lot of teams, eliminates the competition. And then it's all fun and games until we see Arizona versus Boise State, because the bracket on this side that provides certain matchups is just garbage, man. No reason, absolutely no reason we should have a potential Oregon versus Texas and it's not a championship game. We should not have an Oregon versus Ohio State and it's not a championship game. You mean to tell me if Ohio State beat Oregon, they got to play 2 more games to actually be called champions? Crazy. I don't know how they put this on the same bracket, but I'm just not a fan of it, man. This to me, the 12-team format is soft and it's whack, man. It's whack. I still think you're going to have guys resting, especially in these unheard of bowl games like the DNA Bowl and stuff like that. That's not going to solve the issue of guys resting. If your team doesn't make it in a 12-team format playoff bracket, people are still going to rest. They don't care. Everybody thinks the committee did this so we can get more football. No, the committee don't really give a damn about that. They just don't want to lose the investment dollars from the Chick-fil-A Bowl, and the Rose Bowl, and the Cotton Bowl, and the Sugar Bowl. They just don't want to lose those type of fundings from those big-time sponsors that's paying to have their names on these bowl games. That's all it really is. They don't care about how many games of football you playing and how many more games that guys got to play. But my issue relies, that's cool that we're getting more football. That's helpful. But I don't want to see a number 1 seed have the toughest route to a championship. That has to change, bro. And then 12 teams, damn it, you mean to tell me you couldn't find nobody else for the number 1 seed to match up against to give them an easy road? Whereas you get a number 2 seed, Georgia, a cupcake type of road? Come on, man. That's foolish. That's foolish right there. That's foolish. All right, anyway, look, so the rest of the playoff games that's happening for Saturday, because Saturday is going to be the big day where you see everything going on. You got the 21st. You got Tennessee and Ohio State, which is a huge matchup here. This could honestly be a big-time championship game, but, you know, the NCAA, they just want to go ahead and give us all of those early. Clemson versus Texas is going to be a great matchup, too. Then you got Penn State versus SMU. And then for the second round, that's going to get started after New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is when it's going to get started. But the first round of the matchups is going to be tough, man. And I'm really anticipating this Ohio State and Tennessee game. I think that's probably going to be the most fun game that we watch. Maybe Texas and Clemson. But the teams that got the bye week, Boise State, Arizona State, Georgia, and Oregon all have a bye week. And like I said, man, this is cool. It's a new format. We're trying to figure it out. But it's all fun and games until we see Arizona State versus Boise State. And people are like, what the hell is this for a championship game? I'm going to just say and leave it like that, bro, because it's garbage. It's garbage. Anyway, we got some football matchups, man. Some games that you want to keep an eye out on. Definitely some good matchups coming up in this week's 16. Man, week 16 already. Only 3 more weeks in the NFL, including week 16. So we really toward the end, man. It's crazy. So tonight for Thursday Night Football, you got the Broncos versus the Chargers. Should be an interesting matchup. I think the Chargers might end up taking it, but this is a crucial matchup here that's going to determine some playoff positions. So both teams really should come out with a vengeance and try and actually play to win, because you got 2 teams that's trying to get in the playoffs, and you got Broncos 9-5, Chargers 8-6. So it'll be tough, man. It'll be tough. Anyway, you got the Texans versus the Chiefs, which should be a great matchup too. This is also going to have a huge say on the Texans and their division champions. If they win, then they'll become division champions. But if they lose, then obviously they live to fight another day. But the Kansas City Chiefs, they're cruising right now in first seed in their division, 13-1. They're killing it. Steelers versus the Ravens. This game would secure the Steelers in the AFC North. They would take control and officially be division champions in the AFC North. So definitely a game to watch there. My Giants and the Falcons. Falcons will play the Giants, and Michael Penix Jr., he's going to be making his debut against the New York Giants, which couldn't be a better setup. I love this setup. Anyway, then you got the Lions versus the Chicago Bears, which should be good. Bengals versus the Browns. Browns are trying to stop the Bengals from getting in the playoffs. Bengals have made sort of a little comeback from a rough start to the season. Then you got the Colts, Titans playing each other, Rams and the Jets. Eagles versus the Commanders. This would solidify the Eagles a spot in their division. They would officially be division champs if they win this ball game against the Commanders. Then you got the Cardinals and the Panthers, Vikings and the Seahawks, Bills and the Patriots, Jaguars, Raiders, 49ers versus the Dolphins, the Buccaneers versus the Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Man, all over the place. But the reason I kept saying Buccaneers is because I need the Buccaneers to lose. This will really help the chances for the Atlanta Falcons getting in the playoffs. Falcons, hopefully they move to 8-7. This would put the Buccaneers at 8-7 and put the Falcons back in the playoffs to solidify that. So I would never cheer for the Cowboys, but man, I'm hoping we actually see something here that can make it happen for the Dallas Cowboys to win. And then Monday night, man, we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Green Bay Packers. Should be kind of a decent matchup too, but the Packers have been rolling strong, so we'll really see. I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. Short episode today, and I know we got a lot of holidays coming up, so I'm excited about that. That's mainly why it's a short episode. It is what it is. But, man, enjoy the holidays, bro. Do whatever you're doing. I know for me, man, I cannot wait. Y'all probably not going to get a pod next week, just to, be upfront about it, because, I don't think I'll be out of town come Monday. So, yeah, y'all not going to get a pod. Y'all get a rewind episode, though. So I would say tune into the rewind episode. Check that out. Of course, send that to somebody. I'm going to try and find one that was like with a guest or something, but we'll see how we do it with the rewind episodes. Y'all almost got a rewind episode today, but that didn't happen. But anyway, yeah, man, just, make sure you enjoy the holidays. It'll be dope. And whatever you do, I leave it the positive note. I'm going to try not to just throw anything crazy at y'all. I'm going to just say this, man. I had a conversation with my dad earlier. And, for the positive note, I'm going to just say, a lot of people, think about what their purpose is, and they be trying so hard to figure out their purpose. And is it, to take care of kids? Is it to provide for my family? All of that, and those are all valid purposes. But one of the things that we talked about was like, hey, your purpose can change. Like your purpose might be one thing for the month, for the year, for 5 years, for 10 years, but your purpose can change. The same purpose from when you were 17 is not going to be your same purpose from when you're 45. So, you know, I would say just keep that in mind, accept that positive no however you want to, but just know, like, you know, whatever your purpose may be right now, it can change. You don't have one sole purpose your entire life. Like, you know, I could say my purpose is the podcast, and I enjoy podcasting, but I'm not going to sit here and say that's going to be my only purpose in life. So I'm going to leave y'all with that, man. Other than that, y'all have a great Christmas, man. I'm about to go ahead, chill out, watch these games, and get my chill on, get ready for the break, because it's Christmas time. And yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all of that stuff to whatever y'all celebrate. And I mean that with no disrespect to anybody. I mean, hey, you don't know what I celebrate, so. All right, I'm done, man. I'm done. All right, I'll see y'all later on next week. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be late next week. If anything, but all right, man, y'all be easy. We'll pick back up later on next week, and so on and so on and so on.